done. You guys, I dropped it in the bathtub. Like, I don't even think y'all can see me. I know you can't because I can't see me because it got dropped in the water. And Lord have mercy, look at it. It's just a mess. I actually came live to show you all something that was given to me today, and it really shocked the heck out of me. Y'all won't be able to see it because my camera is just. Let's see what the other side does. Hold on, let's see. It may not even let me switch cameras. I don't think it'll let me switch either. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Uh-oh. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, especially when you're close to achieving your dreams. So anyway, I'm going to tell you guys the story really quickly. Forgive the blurriness, and then I'm going to get out of here, get the rest of my stuff charged, and on with the rest of my day. I got up this morning, y'all. It was amazing. I slept amazingly, all things considered. I left the place that I was at, and I'm truly, truly thankful for that. And then I, I, I'll tell you the truth. I slept outside, and it was probably some of the best sleep I've ever gotten in my life. It was quiet. It made me realize how much I kind of just want to go off the grid. I don't want to be bothered with anything or anybody for a while. I've seen and heard so many terrible things. People trying to hide their thoughts from me because they know and still, I know what you have done. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I don't know if you're watching and trying not to have me know that you're watching. I know what you did to that boy. Turn yourself in. The authorities are coming anyway for all the other things you've done. I'm moving on with my journey. It's a new day. I feel amazing. So I got up. I woke up, felt great, although a little stiff. That's just to do with I just had a serious injury, and I won't sit still because I'm just too independent. And so I got up and I went to go get coffee and my little snacks for the day or whatever and get back to the park. And this gentleman approaches me. His name is Cheyenne. And we have a conversation. During the conversation, he asked me if I'm religious or if I believe in God or whatever. And I say I'm a spiritualist. And he pulls this cross thing in. Takes it from wherever it was that he was holding it and he offers it to me. He says, you can have this. It meant more to me than I think he probably thought it would have, because people don't do that for me. In the last two times that it's happened, it's someone who's the beginning of their name was Shy. That might be God too. I am. I can be nice and kind and share my things with you, but I'm not someone who shares my inner things with anybody. People lie. People pretend to be your friend, which is why I don't do friends. People pretend to be your friends to get information that they can use, something to lord over you, or somehow they want to try to figure out how they can be better than you now that they know what they think something about you. I can tell immediately when someone is envious, jealous, whatever the case may be. Your own personable demon. It's your demon, not mine. those who are upset because they cannot be me. It's because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be you. Not even be like me. Be you. You can do the right thing. And that'll be a start to being who you are. Stop abusing. Stop using. You lost your power. You were never divine. What you were able to conjure was craft, deceit, and debauchery. You thought that if you hung on to me, you could somehow clear your karma or set yourself free, or possibly jump into my body. You got me messed up. Hey, March, how's your spirit? Doing chores, are you? All right. So for whatever reason, from chores, I heard floors. So I don't know if that's what you're doing, but do what you do. Spirit saber, wash my shoes. There's something about something being on the evening news, something about news you can use. Yeah, child abuse, neglect, actually, a host of other things. What's crazy is, had these people left me alone, the worst thing that they would have had to do is pay a fine or some type of, for whatever their original crime was. But you see, they found out about me and thought that they could pin everything on me because I was speaking truth. I was speaking it into existence, as they say. You're right. I was speaking it from the dark to the light because that's my job as a healer, as a light worker, as an earth angel. Is exactly what you thought you were. That all resides in me. So because I spoke the truth, you see, you thought you could pin it on me because it was like, hey, she's not predicting it. She's not predicting it. She's manifesting it. No. I am just bringing from the dark to the light the dirty shit you do to children. And it caught up with you because you're greedy. Not only did you need to steal the innocence of children, but you needed to steal money to fund your little addiction schemes, your crimes against humanity. So you dumbasses decided to create yourselves some business, or in some cases still identities, and created on those names. Got all them damn PPP loans and shit, couldn't pay them back, thought that it would fall on someone else like me or some other people whom what you did was you found those who were homeless. You thought that no one would miss. You were gonna use them, their names and shit, and before anybody knew it, they'd be dead and it wouldn't matter anymore. You'd have the money and the debt would die with them. You were mistaken. You will have no money. You will have karmic debt for as long as you are on this planet. And when and some of you, it will be very freaking soon. When you go, your soul is no more. You. I'ma hold my tongue. I'ma let God handle you in the same way that I always have. Told you. I'm nonviolent by choice, not because I have to be. More importantly, I got a spiritual team that's haunting and kicking your monkey ass, waiting till you locked in that cell, alone in the dark, just you and Satan. There will be no God, there will be no angels, there will be no friends, and there will be no allies. There will be no one to comfort you or your crimes. Everything that you wanted from me will come back on you 9 times fold. Why? Because you tried it, and you tried it, and like a good old American, you thought Third time's the charm. You swung and you missed. I pitched that bitch into that outfield, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's unfortunate. All you had to do was take the opportunity bestowed upon you. Come to God. Talk to Him. Walk with Him. Repent. Yeah, you would have still gone through some things, yet not what you're about to experience. And no, even if I could help you, I wouldn't. You tortured innocent people and children. You are a demon. You are excised and you just don't know it yet. Absolute stranger. Just wanted me to know I wasn't walking alone. And God wanted to remind me that He was proud of me, that He'd seen me. All I had to do was get rid of you. The last tether, the last succubus, the last demon praying for victory off my energy. Oh yeah, it is 1:25. I need to end this live stream, finish my things, and get back to doing. Leave them alone. You send any more negative energy at me, the unfortunate reality is it's too late. Some of you have already tempted fate too much. Ironically, I believe that God's doing you a favor by letting you die in your sleep. Maybe that's what happens when people don't know that they've already crossed over. That spiritual entrapment, you're just stuck in purgatory indefinitely. Someone says, sheesh. Spirit says you don't have to worry about me getting mad at you. I don't know why that is. I couldn't tell you, but that's what Spirit told me to tell you. Listen, Marge, I don't know why you be lying about cleaning up and training gremlins. Gremlin, I told you, I have yet to see a reformed gremlin, March. Unless you want to tell me that you're one, I've yet to see a reformed gremlin. What does a reformed gremlin look like? Does anyone know? Like, how does that go? Like, what comes first? What type of therapy do gremlins go through? That's what I want to know. It's funny. I came to Tucson to turn my life around. And I did that. I know, sorry, y'all who just came in that you can't see me. My phone is on like its last leg. It's cracked in several places. There's water in it, all kinds of things, you know. It's like Satan was like, I'm just going to throw everything at you now before I can let you have any blessings. Too late. God's already got me. Shout out to the spiritual homie. Big Rig, you out out there somewhere in the ether. I hope things are well in your world. It's been a long time, dude. Kind of miss you too. Life with Daniel was rough. I'm coming to find out that he did a lot of things behind the scenes that I didn't know about. So I apologize. I don't. I know I've had spiritual allies and spies, possibly more spies than allies over time. Just I couldn't be concerned with what they were doing to me or what they were throwing at me. I had to keep going. That was what God told me. Keep moving forward. Keep doing the work. And so I did. So they're cleaning up the mess they made at my house next to you. Oh, y'all had a really, really great time then, huh? Last night? Okay, go ahead, March. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't know what you and them gremlins got into, but hey, do you. I hear there was some fisticuffs, but I'm a hush. I moved out here to let go of a lot of people, places, and things. Some of it I thought it would be temporary, Once I got clear of all of the negativity, and then I got out here, and it followed me. Oh my goodness, March, the police were called? Lord have mercy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. Y'all gonna have to behave better than that, March. We can't be having fisticuffs in the streets and whatnot. Save it for YouTube. Talk some stuff. Become a YouTube a chat warrior or something. Don't be putting hands on people. It ain't even worth that thing. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I think I just needed to tell you about that story. And that I know God has a lot in store for me and I'm not worried. I actually kind of feel like a punk for not wanting to do it sooner. This anxiety. Yeah, I recognize that anxiety. Thank you, March, for hitting the like button. I recognize that the anxiety wasn't really in me. It was people projecting bullshit onto me. Their fears about me leaving. I'll tell you one more story and then we'll go. It's kind of relevant to how I got here. So I came to Tucson by way of a position with AmeriCorps, and I applied for this position while I was living in North Carolina. I didn't get wind of an interview until I was in Farmington, New Mexico, about 2.5, 3 months later. They called me to set up the interview on, let's just say on Wednesday. I had my Wednesday interview and the guy was like, great, I am going to definitely put you at the front of the line for the interviews on Thursday. On Thursday, I met the organization that I would be applying to work with and interviewed with them, along with the gentleman from AmeriCorps. And all 4 of them were impressed by me, so much so that they told me, hey, listen, we're going to call you Friday and let you know. And they ended up calling me back Thursday evening and they were like, hey, you got the job. You start on this date. I was living with an aunt in a hotel at the time after my cousin Demario had passed and trying to, give her some support or whatever. But anyway, the night that I got that position, she had a night terror. No, I apologize. Let me rephrase that. The night that I got the position, I had a night terror first. This is the first time that I can remember having a night terror, or it had been a very long time. Either way, I had a night terror where we were in a hotel room. There were 2 queen beds. My aunt was in the far bed with her back to me and her face facing the window. and I was on the side where the door was with my back to the door. And all of a sudden, there was this black entity on me, just holding on. Holding on, and I kept trying to scream and reach out to my aunt, and she couldn't hear me, and she wouldn't wake up, and nothing that I did would make her, get up or anything. Eventually, I shook it off of me, and I popped up. I went outside and I smoked for a while. I smoked a lot of cannabis then. Talked to a gentleman who used to be my friend. And then I went back inside and laid back down and went to sleep. As I was on my way back to sleep, my aunt got up crying and whooping and hollering. She went outside. She came back in. And she was crying some more. And she was like, "What am I going to do when you leave me?" Da, 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 da. And I was like, "Auntie, you can just come with me. That was the plan in the first place. Whoever got a job first was going to do whatever, and so on and so forth." And then I think maybe a week goes by. She gets up because I get the position the beginning of October, but I'm not supposed to start until November. But she gets up a week later. She's like, "You got to leave. You just got to go. I don't know where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do. But you got to get out of here. You got to be gone in a couple of days." Are you kidding me? Unbeknownst to her hateful ass, and I know she did it because she wanted to, put me in a situation. Unbeknownst to, and I'll say it, that bitch, fucker. The job came with a stipend and moving expenses, a moving allowance. So I called the company and was like, "Hey, can you send me the funds early? Because I'm dealing with a succubus. And she's trying to destroy me." Got the money, got on the bus, came to Tucson. I ain't worried about it. My mistake was bringing her to Tucson. I forgave her because she was going through some things. You have your child being killed by a police officer and see if you aren't some type of stain, 22 on the clock. I forgave her, brought her to Tucson, and the one rule was, hey, you need to cleanse your energy of whatever negative issue it is that you had going on out there, out east. Come on out here. Gave her the money. She picked up my children so they could come out and visit for the summer. They came out. She was here all of about 2.5, 3 days, and I had to put her out. That demon energy inside of her jumped out her body and came for me. And I was like, "Nope, bitch, you gotta go. I don't give a fuck how old you are. I don't give a damn who you're related to. And by the way, your brother is not my father. So at the end of the day, I damn sure didn't know all Perkins any of fucking thing. You dig? Let's be real about this shit." So I told her she had a demon. I said it was her. She's the problem, not anybody else. And put her out. I should have never brought anybody else in. And I never will again. The moment I know that you've got evil energy, you can't be anywhere near me. And yes, I know that there's someone coming towards me who wants to love me and care for me and all of those things. I look forward to it. 1, because, well, hell, I'm lovable and cute. 2, I do want her to suffer. I want it to be all up in her face and make her miserable as hell to find out even after everything she's ever done to me. Not only am I going to be spectacularly happy, but others will be clapping for me. You're my second person. Can you get a shout out? Hey, how's your spirit? Must you fan 1, 2, 3? You would have gotten a shout out whether you were my second person or my 15th, especially since you're a name that I don't recognize. March says, "J Peach, it was inside. They broke furniture. Next step, they're going to get you." Oh my goodness, March, you and them gremlins. It's a woman back here. It's hard to see, I know, because of the broken camera. One of the things I'm working on. They did everything they could to keep me from being able to succeed financially. I thought that would somehow break me, but they're mistaken, you see. Thank you very much for subbing, Musty. I appreciate that. We need to grow this community over here. We grow this community over here and just start doing some memberships and some really fun things. I have some really great ideas. Unlike other CCs, I know what to do with a membership to make it valuable on YouTube. Like, I'm not going to just record my videos and then put them up for members. Like, I'm not going to do a live stream and then take it down and put it up for only members. That's some BS. You're going to make somebody pay to watch something that they already saw? Nah. I got a better way of going about things. Now, if I was on, I would tell y'all, but then, well, the crappy CCs who don't have any ideas will steal that too. So they'll just have to wait and see. I appreciate that, Musty fan. I am going to do everything I can, despite having a cracked, wet camera and all kinds of things. Been out here for a minute. I was looking at my About page today. It says that I started at YouTube in 2017, which means that I must have been when I started watching content. I'm sorry, I apologize, like making comments on content, because I had been watching YouTube at least since 2014 when, and I remember because a gentleman that I was dating at the time, one of the first things that I showed him was this goofy YouTube video I had seen. Absolutely ridiculous. It's called, the title of it is Smang It. And it's just one of the funniest rap videos that I have ever witnessed in my life. The girl looks so terrified. Like, well, not terrified. She just looks like, why am I even here? Why am I in this video? It's absolutely funny. That's where there's like the Get Money song all of a sudden is playing in my head. And something about the song The Vapors. Who was that? What was his name? Was it Bismarcky? I think so. Bismarcky. She caught the vapors. I'll have to look it up when I get off of here. Sooner than later, I'm going to tell you guys a story about, well, the stories of the folks and things, peoples and places and whatnot that I've experienced in Tucson, once I changed the name to protect the innocent. Well, that's very nice of you, Musty. I appreciate that. Gives me a reason to keep coming back. You should join more often to the chat then, March, Enage, Von Erich. You should join with all of them. We have some fun in here. Dang it, y'all, I'm serious. Like, this is really it's just bothering me. I don't know. Maybe I'll go get and look into a computer or something. I don't know. We'll see. Divine timing. You know what I mean? I don't know yet, Musty. Right now, I still just do pop-up streams. I used to do them regularly, like daily or twice a day. And eventually, I'll probably get back into that. Just right now, I enjoy the idea of just showing up to have a conversation when there's time to have a conversation. You know what I mean? When something profound happens, or I have had a vision, or spirit says I have to go live. Outside of that, there's all these bullcrap content creators just oversaturating the market, if that makes sense. If you think about it, there are CCs who stream every day for 2 to 4 hours at a time. Sometimes they do that twice a day. And they're only making pennies on the dollar. YouTube takes 30% off the top. And then you have to have content that someone would want to put an ad inside of and make money. So imagine you've only got 1 or 2 companies who are willing to share content. You're not going to make any money. Live streaming CCs are, the majority of them, curse too much. They are too aligned with one side. They do not have an actual set of values. They just want to make money. So no corporation can feel confident that they're going to carry their message while carrying their program, if that makes sense. Some of the gentlemen do it semi-well, like those who are Tej Hanley CCs. They do a pretty good job, right? They found that line, and Tej Hanley has found its niche of CCs that they want to work with. Me, I am someone who uses cannabis. So when I came into this, I was never looking for regular corporations or those things. I knew it would take me longer to get a brand sponsor. And so I did other things like creating my Buy Me a Coffee, the Patreon, to be able to make money because YouTube was going to put me way down at the bottom. One, I smoke cannabis on camera. Two, I smoke cigarettes. Three, I speak about controversial topics. I speak about religion, politics, conspiracies, theories, modern medicine, holistic practices, history, all of those things. These are things that YouTube doesn't want you thinking about. They want you dumb, blind, dazed, and confused to what's going on in the world unless it's news that they think you can use. So that's why you get all of these BSCCs out here doing nothing but dividing the people. And I refuse to do that. However, though, those who keep trying to divide the people are also not getting the brand sponsorships because today, pardon me, corporations understand that they need to bring folks together, right? We're at the stage in history back in like the 80s where it was, what's that Coca-Cola song? Have a Coke and a smile type situation. That's where we are, where corporations realize that we have gone so far apart that we're starting to come undone, and someone has to bring us back together. So if you're out here selling division and derision, your channel's gonna flop. Look at Charleston White. You just can't keep. The people are tired of it. So it doesn't matter what corporations think. The people are disgusted with the negativity, the fear, the putting doubts in their minds about what they're seeing in the world. They want to know either what you're going to do about it or they want you to make them feel good while you're figuring out what you're going to do about it. So now we're at the point in history where you got to make people feel good. Doesn't mean that it's actually really good for them. You got to make them feel good. That's why we got so many goddamn drug addicts out here and mental health patients. I said it. Come see me about it. I'm right here in Tucson, Arizona. You can come find me. That's what you want to do. But it's the honest truth. Like the majority of the people have given their minds over to mass media bias. Whatever you see on TV must be reality. Right, March. And so TV says that we are divided and conquered, then we must be divided and conquered. But in reality, if you're out here in the world, then you meet people like Shaz, 1 and 2, who show up and do kind things for other people because it's the right thing to do. I apologize, y'all. For whatever reason, I hear that song killed them. My bad. I don't know what that's about. It just popped up in the energy. And can we talk about it? It's not just race. It's class. It's ego. It's you can't have what I have. You can't go where I can go. But you see, they forgot about God. And there's only one way to get to where I'm going, and that's through the Most High. So, no matter how many friends or allies apply, some people just can't go. How's your spirit? Aw, don't leave. I really wish that you would reach out to me. I don't reach out to you because I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start or how. I am so impressed by your brain. Your spiritual petty. Your petty is so amazing to me. Anyway, take it out, resume. Coffee March always. There's too much spiritual tea going on right now, honey. If you want some tea, if you just really thirsty for some tea, get on them tarot reading channels. Woo, child, they are spilling all of the spiritual tea. All of the spiritual tea. And yeah, some of it's even about me. I live with it. It's cool at this point. I mean, come on, man. I've been out here commenting on YouTube since 2017. And if you do not know, like, I don't just leave like one comment. A lot of times I'm having conversations with multiple people inside of the comments, or when like I was watching The Lead Attorney, or when live streaming was really coming along and there are a lot of small CCs, I would really be in their comments and chatting with them, keeping them going, not just like during their live stream, but afterwards. I would try to leave comments underneath so that they could, because that's how you, okay, I'm going to tell you this and then I promise I'm going to get out of here because I really need to not have this battery deader than dead. Okay. Anyway, so here's how it works, you guys. And I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. You have to push your algorithm in every form so that it comes together as one homogeneous thing, right? So if you're someone who is creating shorts and you are doing live streams and you are doing videos on demand and you've got a Discord and all those other things, so what you need to do, right, is you got to have somewhere where all of those things are listed on your YouTube, not just under each, and yes, it needs to be in each description. It needs to be as populated as possible. As much data as you can put inside of any spaces that a YouTube allows you, it puts you into different categories in the algorithm. Okay, that's step one. Step two, you need to make comments of your main YouTube channel or a link to your main YouTube channel from your shorts, a link from your YouTube channel to your Buy Me a Coffee and vice versa. You have to work every bit of those things. You have to be the one to remind people and get people into the habit. Make sure you comment underneath every video. Leave a this, leave a that, whatever it is. You must make use of every opportunity given to you to create one whole thing, not just a YouTube thing. YouTube is a business. It is not your business. Instagram is a business. It is not your business. Twitter is a business. It is not your business. However, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTube, that is your brand. And then you market that to other people. You use YouTube as the funnel to bring them in and put them off somewhere else where you can make real dollars. Because YouTube ain't giving you diddly. Picking up what I'm putting down. Ew, whoever it is that's thinking about that song, Pound Town, I do not like it. Blech. Nasty little heifer, you didn't have to go there. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Time for me to go and do something different. Thank you, Musty Fan 123. Thank you, March Harris. Thank you to everybody who caught this live stream live. Please leave a comment, hit the likes, go and share and subscribe for me. And then if you're catching it on the replay, do all those same YouTubian things and leave a comment underneath so that I know that you got the message. Or let me know if there's something else that you'd like to discuss. We'll get back in the swing of doing these things my way. Yeah. We'll talk about it later. Keep your spirit up. I'll see you in the streams. God loves you. I love you too. Do something fun today. Nah, March, no second hour. Look, I can't listen. This is driving me nuts, y'all. I've got to figure out how I'm going to replace my phone and stuff. So, peace. I love you too.